Hey guys, what's up? It's Imurgency and welcome back to our channel. So we are well into the fall semester where some of us are online, some of us are in person, and some of us really just hate our lives. And I feel like I speak for all of us when I say that this semester has not been exactly what we've been looking for. And pretty much all hope has been lost for this semester by this point, and a lot of it is being put onto next semester in the spring, when ideally and hopefully everything will be back to normal, everyone will be good, everyone will be in person, and this whole pandemic thing will be behind us, in theory. And now all that sounds super great and exciting. We kind of gotta take a step back and kind of look at what we got, and it ain't much. And in this video, we're kind of gonna address that and try to answer the question that I feel a lot of us have of whether we're actually going to be going back to school next semester or not. And if so, are things going to be normal? But before we get into that though, if you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification, and then also follow me on Instagram and TikTok here. Great, let's go. So let's try and break this down, shall we? Let's talk about this a little bit.
Okay, so I'm editing this right now, and I kind of see a little something that's a little distracting. I just like you all to know that that was not intentional, but it is way too far gone for me to do anything about it. So please, for the love of God, do not just like look away if you happen to see a little boogie in my nose. Yeah, that's just unacceptable. I'm sorry. Comment hashtag Boogie Boy in the comments down below, because like that's embarrassing, and I'm sorry. But not sorry enough to change it. Okay, bye.
So let's break this down a little bit. Let's talk about where we are right now and how we got here. Okay, Ariana. So far during this semester, schools have been opening up to varying degrees of success, which I talk about extensively in other videos. So if you want to check that out, then click the cards. But for the most part, the trend that we've seen is that most schools are actually going fully online for this semester, and those that do decide to actually bring students back on campus are running off of a hybrid model, meaning that some classes are in person and other classes are online. Great, we have that baseline. And depending on how each school is set up, right now schools are either providing housing for you or they're bringing you on campus and kicking you off. And as far as cases go, it's sort of all over the place. Like, some schools are still going through really high spikes of cases, while others just really haven't had much COVID activity at all. And that is generally because of two things. One, how the students are acting, whether they're partying all the time or not. And two, the availability and transparency of testing. So for example, my school has brought back 400 on-campus kids for an entirely online semester and test them pretty much weekly. And as a result, we've only had 10 confirmed cases from both faculty and students combined. While other schools like Penn State are going through a spike right now due to them inviting back more of their student body with in-person classes. So if we use our noggins really quick, that sort of tells us what sort of works and what kind of doesn't, for the most part. The only justifiable reason for bringing kids back to campus is if schools can guarantee that their cases will be low and that they'll keep things under control. Because if they can't, then there's no real point, because then you're just spreading COVID and not really helping out anybody. So in order to do that, schools would need to be, in theory, more strict about certain things. And this is all that we've seen from the fall semester so far. So if schools can keep students under control and students can control themselves, it wouldn't be the worst. But that's depending on a lot of ifs that I don't think we're quite ready for. Because I don't know if this is just me. Like, I can't really fathom bringing back the entire college student conglomerate back to campuses would result in a positive outcome. I think that made sense. But yeah, I've said this before, but I don't trust either party to actually slow the spread of the virus without at least tearing something up first. Which sort of leads me to another thing, which is like, there's no vaccine or anything yet. And there probably won't be a good one for at least a while, at least until spring semester, even summer. So we're all just sort of going based on the hope that everyone will be safe. Probably not. People probably aren't going to do what they're supposed to do. Shocker, I know, but it probably won't happen. The best case scenario that I can find, like what schools would probably end up doing, just because colleges are businesses, I can strongly see them bringing like portions of the student body back to campus, just because a lot of them have seen that bringing kids back to campus can work under certain circumstances, as long as you don't bring everybody back and you have like a certain set of regulations. like in theory that they can bring people back, so they might bring like select groups back, like maybe like freshmen and seniors back, but not because it's necessarily safe, but that it's safe enough for them to make money. What I can guess is that a lot of schools will let more people on campus than what they did this semester, just to be able to charge them for the housing, even though the situation might not be the best. And that situation isn't necessarily the worst, it's just not optimal or really like too helpful to anybody, because then you're really just charging people for nothing. And something about that just doesn't sit right with me, so I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I will be. And once we actually got back to campus, I strongly doubt things would be going back to normal completely. Like, assuming that we all go back to our campuses. At worst, we would be strictly online and then maybe kicked off later. And at best, it would be sort of like a hybrid situation. So where we go to some classes in person, but some online. Because I literally don't think that things are gonna be going back to normal as we used to know them or as they used to be, at least for another year or 2 years. Saying that out loud was kind of like, woo. I know that none of those answers are really super optimal or what anyone's really looking for, but at least from what's been going on, that's at least what I see. Like, I would be happy to be wrong and have this all clear up by like January, but like the way that our country's sort of set up, it doesn't really look like that's gonna happen. So as a little add-on, if you're old enough, don't forget to vote and register to vote. So if you're not happy with how things are right now, you can vote people in that would change it. But yeah, I think that's how I'm feeling about the whole situation. I don't see things really going back to normal or getting like exponentially better anytime soon. But that's not a bad thing. Like everyone has already heard at least like 50 times since March, we're all in this together. No one is in this alone. We're all experiencing this during these unprecedented times together. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, then leave a like to let me know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, so let's get a discussion going down there. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that bell icon to turn on my post notifications so you never miss an upload, and follow me on my socials right here at Imurgency. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Imurgency, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.